Bedford Rangers 2 versus Virtue Empire, Bewdley Dodgeball Club. Rangers played earlier, and I believe I've completely forgotten the result from the game that I cast earlier. Quite poor.
Who was it that they were playing against?
That's very poor.
Do you remember who they were playing against?
They were playing Nottingham Sheriffs 2.
Okay.
Let me remind myself of the result. Virtue Empire currently bottom of the table, however, just pulled off a draw against Manchester Worker Bees earlier today.
Impressive.
Big result for them.
And another thing to mention about Virtue Empire, there are quite a few fantastic developing players in the team. So even though they are a developing team, there's some individual players that have a lot of potential. So we're really excited to see how they perform today.
Definitely.
So Rangers is off to a strong start. They've still got all 6 players on court. Virtue Empires have 2 players now. I believe these are the Hughes brothers?
No, we've got Josh Hughes on the right. I'm not sure the name of the other lad. But we'll come up to the commentary box. Yes, Josh Hughes on the right, who is the brother of Jamie Hughes, plays for Nottingham Sheriffs 1. Yes, sorry, Bedford Rangers 2 drew earlier today with Nottingham Sheriffs 2. Pretty happy with that result, I think.
Cool.
Looking at, so I'm not sure what the table will look like after those games, but for today, Bedford Rangers sitting in 7th and Virtue Empire sitting in 10th.
So really, both of these teams kind of have a lot to put into this match. They're both really trying to get those scores up as we're nearing the end of the season.
Yeah, Virtue have got a bit of work to do to get off the bottom of the table, to get out of the relegation position.
Oh, fantastic.
Great.
Rebound catch from Rangers there. It was a great high jump, but sometimes it just bounced the wrong way. And
yeah, sometimes sometimes there's not much you can do.
Still, they're playing out the set. You know, they started off quite in a difficult position. Virtue Empire did. Rangers are doing really well, making sure they're throwing those team balls all together. But Virtue Empire are doing a great job of actually making this set last as long as they can.
Yeah, Josh Hughes likely here just looking to waste one of the balls, so he can get 2 balls and play on the defense. Maybe look for a catch, probably a pre-throw catch if I was going to guess. Free throw comes in. Good, strong single, just nice and safe. Don't need to force anything there. They're just playing out the time.
The Rangers are playing a smart game here. They know they're up by several players, so they're not doing anything silly, not throwing any balls that can be caught or turn the game around. There you go, very safe throw there, all 4 balls together at the same time. They held one just for that little bit of extra safety in case they needed cover. And that first set goes to Bedford Rangers.
Virtue Empire not opting to run for the middle ball, just giving it up and trying to get safe with the 2 balls that they have. I'll give Rangers the first attack here with 3.
Just found out that the player's name was Dan Keeley on Cyclone.
Dan Keeley, thank you very much. Virtue. Cyclone. Unfortunate double hit there, coming off the thigh of Brian Williams onto the winger as well. 2 hits straight away for Rangers.
Decision there to reset and go together. Probably a good decision when you get free throw and you don't want to kind of get flustered and throw those balls one at a time, because that really makes it likely that the other team can catch you out. So good decision there from...
Got to make it count though, when you get the 3 or 4 balls and then free throw. Rangers doing well to get out of the way. Big jump from Hughes on the left wing. Really good agility to wiggle his legs around a little bit just to keep him out of the way of those balls. Rangers tried to follow him high, but jump was better this time.
Rangers really working in unison there. Trying to see if there's an opportunity to counter, but both players are very aware of one another's positioning. Fantastic single ball hit there.
Yeah, nothing there on the counter, so instead just decides, let's take 3 balls, make a single hit. Strong throw from George Hibbert on the right-hand side. They take that hit, 3 players up.
Oh, nearly a catch there.
Counter from Hughes against Whitehouse. Fellow commentator. the most, well, he's got to be the most prolific commentator in British dodgeball.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And now we're lucky to have him on Dodge Central as well. Great block there from Adam Ray.
Oh, good height there from Hughes, but the throws are better just this time. Flipping him on the feet as he jumps up. After throw from Virtue.
Again, Virtue Empire really playing out the set as long as they can. So, looks like we're about 2 and a bit minutes into this set, about 35 seconds remaining. So, doing well to, despite being low on players, really last as long as they can. But again, Rangers with 4 balls there, going for that really safe throw.
When they've got 3, they're just like throwing a nice safe single.
Yep.
No need to like rush it and trying to force an error from the Virtue side to give them 4 or 5 balls, and then
Absolutely. As soon as they get those 4 or 5 balls, that leaves them in a very strong, doesn't it?
throw them all, make the hit, secure the set.
On to the 3rd set now. 4-0 to Rangers at the moment. Now you'll also notice on the Virtue Empire side, there's a woman player, that's Abby. In men's leagues, you can have women's players. Can't have men in women's league, but in this case, I think Virtue Empire are diversifying their player set. She's a fantastic player, and she also plays Women's Super League for, I believe, Bedford Eagles, Bedford Mighty Eagles.
Yeah. Sometimes teams are a bit shy of players, and they call on their women to kind of fill the numbers. Abby is absolutely not that kind of person. She's a fantastic player.
He holds her own even in men's 1 league.
Yeah, when Virtue play mixed league, you'll see Abby out on the wing as one of the stronger players. Got a real missile of a throw, which can definitely catch you unaware sometimes. Fantastic block there from her.
And a great double hit there as well.
Yeah, off the shoulder of Adam Ray, getting a nice ding in the middle.
So we're finding that, beautiful catch from Rangers. I was just about to say that even on players, but one catch just turns it all around, doesn't it, from Bryn Knight.
Nice dodge down to the side and then set himself ready for the catch. He'll take 4 balls here. Another amazing jump from the Virtue side.
Amazing jump, amazing throwing from Rangers as well. That timing and accuracy on all 3 of those balls is really fantastic, on point. A great dodge. Ooh.
Good 2-ball throw there. Second ball definitely hitting on the shoulder. But unfortunately, Brian Williams going out on the opposite side, I think from a throw from Michael Link. Not a trade that Virtue want to take at this point, getting a few players down. Great cross-court shot there. 1 ball just drawing in the block, and the second ball coming in at foot level. Tough to avoid. So Abby left on her own against the 4 on the Ranger side. Again,
she's just looking at burning balls at this point so that she gives 3 balls to Rangers.
Looking for a play with 2 balls. Looks for the catch there. Rangers just kind of outside body. Abby again going to look for some fairly aggressive hits. If she can sneak a hit, then that's a positive, but otherwise just trying to give Rangers possession, give them 3 balls so that they come at Abby and she has a chance to potentially look for a catch.
Definitely, especially when you're 3 players down at this point and there's 30 seconds left in the half. Realistically, a catch is probably the way you want to go to win this or turn this around. Obviously, it's a difficult position that she's in, and the Rangers team have done a great job of hitting her out.
Good free throw there to get the hit. George Hibbert throws through as you should, and the rest of the team managed to able to secure the hit, planting one on the shoulder there. The Rangers take another confident set. And that's 6-0.
6-0. 3 sets to Rangers. Three balls on Rangers side now.
Block from Hibbert. He's fast up on the counter.
Oh, a beautiful catch from Josh Hughes. That brings Virtue Empire back up to 5 players, so now they're even. Oh, a block there from Rangers.
Brian Williams looking to just catch Jack Evans off guard. on the wing there. Stop him from pushing too high up on the counter too early. Evans is ready for it. Virtue just fishing for an after throw hit.
Ooh.
And a cheeky hit when the Rangers trying to make the call there.
Definitely. They had 2 balls there, Virtue Empire, but they opted to release that one because they noticed that Rangers weren't paying attention at that moment. And it did pay off, but obviously leaves them in a difficult position because then Rangers have 4 balls. Managed to survive that though, now they're back up to 3 balls. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's when they can really like lock in that benefit from that hit, is when they've survived the 4-ball attack.
Again, he's gone and done it again, really making use of Rangers' kind of lack of attention for just that moment, just a millisecond there of looking the other way. And this might be Virtue Empire's first set they win. Let's have a look. We've still got a minute and a half remaining of this set, so anything
3
can
players
happen.
down. Rangers trying to get into that 2-ball position again, so potentially look for a counter. I think Hibbert definitely favouring the counter there. Quite fast on his feet on his right hand side. Hibbert with 2 balls. 2-ball attack on the right hand side, just ducks under it.
Nice safe position there for the block, isn't it? When you hold that ball in front of you, but get as low as you can.
Yeah, tough position now for Rangers because they're going to be left with just 1 ball. Nice sidestep from Blowfield to get out of the way of that. Again, find themselves in 2 balls. Looking for a counter here. Pass up from Hibbert.
Again, no major sense of urgency from Rangers just yet. They are 3 sets up. They've still got about a minute left on the set, 40 seconds now. And they just really want to make sure that they're taking their time to make the right hits there.
Yeah, after blocking that ball back, Blowfield does throw, but I think Hibbert really looking to wait until they definitely don't give away 4 balls. Some good laterals from Hibbert. Oh. Almost manages to draw them all out. I think he blocked one of the last 2 there, but
yeah, the timing on those were a little bit off, but that kind of keeps the Rangers working, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like the 2-ball attack initially, and then as soon as Hibbert comes up, I think B-Dog and Abby had their timing right to kind of like stop him from getting too far.
Definitely. So that's the first set that goes to Virtue Empire.
Similarly confident, just like the Rangers sets that they've won. That Virtue Empire go up and just compound that lead, win by 4 players, I think, 4 or 5 players.
Those catches make such a big difference, don't they? Look at that. Perfect timing.
Almost taking a bit of a tumble there as the ball bounced and then he landed on top of it. Thankfully landed on his feet.
Yep. Great hit there from Hibbert.
Hibbert again looking to the middle from that right hand side. Brings his arm really round the outside and then tries to kind of do it slightly out of the view of the middle players, maybe hoping that they're looking across the side, across to the opposite side.
In terms of placement of that ball, I think against some players that could be relatively risky placement because that was relatively catchable. But in this situation, I think Hibbert's quite aware that he's feeling strong in his throw. He's got a good arm, and that pays off. It's just making sure that he gets those hits instead of trying to shy away from the players. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, you're always trying to avoid that kind of like basket area, but if you can throw hard enough, then sometimes it just doesn't matter. Nice double ball block there from Hibbert on the right hand side. That's going to give Rangers 4 balls. Looking to punish here.
Great movement from Virtue Empire.
The wings players there throwing cross court, so Lincoln on the left throwing straight at Virtue Empire number 1, and then Hibbert throwing across court, trying to draw his view out. Good aggression there from Hibbert, gets the hit, but Brian Williams able to cover his teammate and get the hit back, keep things level. Rangers again going to have 4 balls. A nice sidestep from Brian Williams, but does get clipped on the leg there. Referee just says on the heel as he steps sideways, he's got clipped. Virtue 4 balls, they're going to have to make the most of it. And they do get hit back, once again. Even things up. Oh, fantastic catch. Virtue again, opting just take 2 balls.
Bit of a slow start from Rangers there. They didn't quite get the quick start there, so they've just come together and they're going for a 3 walk-up.
Good single from Whitehouse.
Definitely.
Off the shoulder.
Great positioning of that ball. Again, Rangers looking for that perfect moment to do any of those counters. No, silly throws happening here or there. But Virtue Empire equally covering their player that's just released the ball, so not giving them an opportunity to release that ball. Great single throw from Hughes and a block there. Young, I'm going to say. Let's double
At this
check.
point, both teams just kind of fish out for hits. You're not looking to put anything like right in the basket, right in the gut. Trying to hit those single throws, just like off body or shins. Ooh, similar on the after throws. Brian Williams just dancing on that sideline. He backs up and makes the dodge there. Does keep himself in.
Ooh, almost went for that catch there, but decided to leave it. Absolutely. Probably a good decision. They are 5 versus 6 players at the moment. Rangers up by 1 player, but again, nothing major needed at this point. They've still got plenty of time, 1.5 minutes remaining on that set, so you're probably better off going for those really safe catches or those hits that you absolutely know you can take instead of going for riskier plays at this point in the game.
Lovely jump on the backtrack there from Adam Ray on the Rangers side. Tough to get your feet up that high when you're also trying to run backwards. Line fault there from Williams on the Virtue side is going to give Rangers a 2-person advantage at this point. Seen them in this position a few times. Start of the first half when they were winning sets. Previously done quite well at compounding that lead, but
yeah, so a beautiful catch from
Young. Sorry, no.
Not Young. We'll have to get his name after this so we get it right next time. But a beautiful catch, but unfortunately took 1 step a little too far back and line faulted after that. So the catch still counted. Oh, beautiful hit off the back.
Maybe on the Rangers side going quite aggressive, but actually a totally fine thing for Rangers. He's drawn out that aggression, and Whitehouse is there on the Rangers side to get the hit back. So 1-for-1 trade, which when you're already a player up is a fantastic turnout. And they get the 4 balls, and they make the hit off it just in time for the end of the set. Another confident win at the end there for Rangers.
Looks like, as you said, they've picked up the pace a little bit this half, haven't they? They know that they can kind of get ahead if they're playing together and playing well, so it looks like they've really stepped up and...
Yeah, as soon as they the patience on both sides, just looking for that small advantage. And this time, when Rangers got it, the turnaround from that into being a few players up is fairly quick. This time, Virtue Empire taking the first hit. They have the advantage now. Try and compound this into maybe a few trades. Definitely be happy with that, but on Rangers to maybe try and make something happen again. It's not so far away from them at this point where they need to start going for anything crazy at the minute. Good jump from Jack Evans, yeah.
Definitely. Love seeing those big jumps and lateral movements at the same time. With dodging as well, I think there's levels of dodging that you can do. I think what I've seen work really well is some sort of vertical movement and so. Oh, is that? Oh no!
Pops up in the air, but
bit of lack of awareness from the rest of the team there to cover and get that catch. Very disappointing. I think
he's so tall. He's so tall and he jumps so high. It's like hit him so high up that the others haven't even seen where it's gone.
Registered what's happened, exactly.
Haven't registered that the ball's up in the air.
As I was mentioning, dodging-wise, I think a combination of a vertical and a lateral movement. Oh, beautiful catch. Oh, nice. A line fault. There's a lot of unfortunate line faults happening with these catches from Virtue Empire. Yeah, the line fault was before the catch there. Very unfortunate because that could have put them in a very strong position. Ooh, decision to leave the ball there.
Again, looking slightly cross court into the opposite side in the middle.
Those cross court balls really work out when you've got someone who's hyper focused in front of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But it looks like the players currently in the middle on court from Virtual Empire side, they're pretty aware. Another little cross court there from Greg Whitehouse. Great hit on Abby Davis. Again, 5 versus 3 players, so... Oh, that brings us down to 5 versus 2 players. Rangers quite far up this set in terms of number of players. If they win this again, that brings them to that 3-set difference, which, as you were mentioning earlier, it's very difficult to come back from, especially this far into a game. Refs called pause time there.
I think there was a block that the refs are questioning slightly. Maybe the line ref calling a hit, but the center ref had a bit of a better angle on it.
Got it.
3 balls on the Virtue side. 4 balls on the Virtue.
Great dodge there.
Oh, it's perfect for Rangers. That's all they need. Oh, maybe still a little bit too aggressive there. And Yu's doing really well. He's got a very powerful throw on him to throw through the block. Bring it within 2 players. Oh, Ryan Williams, unfortunately, not able to take the catch. I think he's definitely backed himself to take that. And then Rangers just finishing off the set with a cool catch from Knight.
That brings the score to 10-4.
10-4, yeah.
The Rangers.
In 3 sets now. Feel like they're chasing a little bit.
We do have about 8 minutes still left on the timer as far as we can see. So there is still time for 3, maybe even 4 sets, depending on how fast it plays.
Yeah, I think step 1 for Virtue is, just try and win the next set. That's it, really.
Definitely. And they have won a couple of those sets, especially in the first half. The team talk from Virtual Empire side does look a little bit more serious at the moment. Rangers look a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, plenty of time left on the clock for Virtue to just win the sets within time and still make the comeback. They don't need to panic or rush or anything yet. It's just about trying to fix the small problems that are giving the Rangers that edge. Did a good few hits of singles last set, so maybe they'll look to try and encourage a bit more lateral movement and avoid those singles.
We're also keeping an eye out on the chat on YouTube, everyone, so if you want to send any messages, make sure we're reading your comments. Right, we're off onto the next set now. Rangers up by 3 sets with about 8 minutes left. Game. And we're off, and again Virtual Empire choosing to just go for the 2 balls, not chasing the middle ball at the moment. Poppy and Gemma cheering Virtue on the live stream.
Jump there from Hibbert on the Rangers side.
Definitely.
Make sure he's out of the way of that single.
Fantastic dodging from Rangers. They've done a really good job of survival this game. Equally, Virtual Empire are doing a great job of covering their players when they've gone for a team throw. Rangers coming up again with 3 balls. Single ball release. So close on the back line there, but the ref is watching with hawk's eyes, not a line fault. Beautiful catch from Rangers.
Step to the side from Jack Evans, just to try and maybe move that single. I think Virtue not know exactly where it's going to be. Steps to one side and then just sits for the catch. Nice and confident. Oh, lovely side step there from Michael Lincoln. And then a little dodge as he's coming forward from Whitehouse.
That gives them possession of 4 balls. Leaves them in a good position for the cup.
Choosing a 2-ball cross court. Try and catch Young a bit off guard, and they do succeed.
holding 2 balls opposite the single ball that's left on Virtual Empire side, that means that they've really got cover so that they can't be countered in that situation. Great hit there from Billy. Rangers still up by 1 player. About 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on the set. Oh,
Bit
just
high
the
on
fingertips there, definitely.
Number 21 just kind of fishing down below him a little bit.
It is
Gets
so
clipped
sad
on the
to
legs.
see when the ball's coming right at a player and it looks like they can't quite decide between going for a catch or dodging when they're not fully committed to that catch or dodge either way. I think you see a lot of players get hit out in those situations. But it comes with time and practice.
Hughes again looking for that kind of late single after the plays, after the first 2 initial throws, before Rangers get the ball and just try and make that. Rangers continue with a big move. Drops his ball to look for a catch there. Oh, makes the throw at Evans. Evans steps to the side. Hibbert there to avenge. Okay. Gets the standing counter hit. Hit himself in return, but happy to take the trade at that point, with 2 players up already. Now only 1 player up. Again, another trade.
Oh,
Totally
time called
fine.
there.
Fine for Rangers to take trades at that point, being 1 player up.
1 player up, they managed to get that set. Score is 12-4. At this point, I think Virtual Empire are just going to hopefully try and have a good time, play their best as individuals and as a team.
Yeah, sometimes at this point it kind of takes the pressure off a little bit. And,
Yeah.
knowing that winning the game is kind of off the cards. Needing to win
Definitely.
4 sets.
4 sets. 4
4
set
sets to bring the
difference.
draw back in.
And equally, it can also
4 minutes.
throw the winning team off a little bit, right? When you're relatively confident, you're so many sets up, sometimes they try to relax, or sometimes some players lose a little bit of focus there.
So I'd like to see that Virtue put up a bit of a fight here coming back.
A lot of noise coming from the court next to us. The Sheriffs versus that
Leeds
Leeds Owls game.
It's 6-6 to Sheriffs 2, Leeds Owls. In it?
Very tight game on the other court. Back to our court. Rangers are up by 1 player, 2 players. Ooh, great
2
dodge
balls.
there.
Young again jumping high into the air. This time better than the throw. Well, Rangers making some good dodges on the backtrack as Virtue tried to counter.
Definitely. Big smiles on the Rangers' face as well, I think. As mentioned, they're probably pretty confident, pretty happy with their performance so far.
Ooh, Hibbert looking for the free throw there. But block on the Virtue side, and then 2 teammates throwing together to punish that free throw attempt. Do get the hit on him. This leaves Rangers 1 player ahead. All balls on the Virtue side. All looking to target ball. Adam Ray sucking up the attack there really well. That's what you want. There's that kind of 1 player with the 1 ball left. You want everyone to throw at you because you've got that ball to be able to defend yourself and try and get possession back for your team. Whereas everyone else on your team is a bit of a vulnerable target.
Great catch from Young a moment ago. Tipping the scales over to Virtual Empire side this set. 5 players, 1 player up to Rangers. Oh.
2 ball attack gets the hit against Virtue. Virtue looking for the counter, but can't quite get the hit. Oh, it's sent to the line.
The ref is calling.
Sent to the line on
Hughes out
Hughes.
there.
This has gone for the counter. I think he's just gone a bit too far over. Brian Williams.
Again, a bit of a non-committal situation there,
Yeah.
right? Like, didn't fully put the body behind the ball. Didn't go for the dodge either, so that just rebounded off his hands. Unfortunate there. Oh, very difficult position to be in. Abby Davis obviously quite frustrated, bringing her hands up, but not much you can do when you've got 3 balls flying at you.
Good height there on that, but Evans is looking to block it back. Happy to play the timeout at this point. Rangers will look to take 3 balls. Potentially just throw them all. Now 4 balls. Now they will throw them all. Ooh, Abby jumping and just rattling around there, but can't quite get secure the catch. The Rangers will take another set, 14-4.
This should bring us to the final set, depending on how fast it's played. Let's have a look.
Back over just quickly in the other court, we're on 8-all with Sheriffs 2 leads Owls now.
Very close game. Also Men's League 1, I believe.
Yes, Men's League 1 too. One as well.
Didn't quite hear how long left from the refs.
Full start on the Virtue side. Fortunate. That means Rangers will start with the middle ball already live. So
both teams get to run again, but obviously Rangers have a live ball, so if anyone from Virtue Empire does try to go for that ball, that puts them in a very difficult position, doesn't it?
It's now a 1-minute set.
And when a false start happens, the team who has possession of that single ball has to wait until their own 2 balls have made it behind the return line before they can attempt to get the other balls.
Collisions on court there as Brian tries to dodge across. Eventually knocked Abby off court, and another hit in the middle as well. Interesting, so I think this is a final 1-minute set. Because of the full start, the timer went under a minute.
Right, interesting. So the timer starts again?
Which is interesting, yeah, because if that's how that works, that opens up the door to potentially intentionally stopping a team from getting an extra set and forcing it to be the final 1-minute set by full starting. Bit of a niche situation there, but there's other theory crafting around the rules, yeah.
Definitely. A lot of niches that we come across on the live streams and around them.